Alright, we're here back with Motorola at CTIA. We're taking a quick little look at the 3 AT&T Android phones that Motorola actually just launched today. This guy on the left here is the Motorola Bravo for AT&T. In the middle here we have the Flipside, of course again for AT&T. And on the right here we have the Flipout, which has this interesting form factor, but more interesting is the way it actually flips out there. That's why they call it the Flipout, because it doesn't go upwards, it doesn't go sideways, but it flips out like that. This guy's obviously called the flip side because the keyboard flips out from the side. So taking a real quick look at this new Android lineup, this is all these guys are powered by Android 2.1 and skinned with Moto Blur. So you get all the Moto Blur widgets that that Motorola does put on top of the standard Android home screen, which means you get these email widgets and these social networking widgets. And really, this flip out right here, it's real small, as you can see. It's real palmable. And it's a real compact form factor, and actually this guy makes sense that it has Moto Blur because it's actually aimed at a more social networking savvy user, the entry-level smartphone user, maybe even a little female-centric here with the curvy design and kind of cutesy industrial design there. But a quick little look, that's a 2.8-inch screen you're looking at right there. Of course, capacitive touch, and the capacitive touch navigation buttons down here, the touch-sensitive buttons. We've got the micro USB port right there, the volume control rockers, the 3-megapixel camera, the 3.5mm headphone jack on top, and the power button, of course, and this kind of cool, funky cool keyboard here. That's a full QWERTY keyboard, a little compact. Got the little D-pad down there, right here, just for navigation purposes, and some shortcut buttons. So that's real cool. Underneath the battery cover is the micro SD card slot. Okay. In the middle here we have the Motorola Flipside, and again it's called the Flipside because the keyboard flips out from the side. So of course it's got this landscape-oriented QWERTY keyboard backlit with pretty good spacing in between the buttons. A little bit of a bump on each key. I wonder if I can show you that, guys, there. Okay. The trackpad for navigation, you can actually move around the screen with this trackpad. The last time we saw a trackpad on a Motorola Android phone was actually on the back as the backtrack feature, but actually this one's on the front, so real cool. It's also on the Click XT. This guy's running Android 2.1, sorry, as well, with the capacitive touch-sensitive navigation screen buttons right there. The 5-megapixel camera right there, if it'll focus. Oh, actually that's a 3-megapixel camera. And the 3.5mm headphone jack, the power button, the micro USB port right there, the dedicated camera shutter button, that's cool, and the volume control rocker, all right there. So that is a quick little look at the flip side, and underneath the battery, actually, that is a hot swappable micro SD card slot there, so you don't have to pop the battery out and reboot the phone in order to change your external memory card. And finally we have the Motorola Bravo. This guy is the highest end of the 3 AT&T Android phones that Motorola just launched today. And what does that mean? That means we've got the biggest and the baddest screen here, the 3.7-inch screen. Of course, capacitive touch screen here, so it's glass. And it's got Moto Blur as well on top of Android 2.1. The touch-sensitive backlit navigation keys, micro USB slot on the side. Got the 3.5mm headphone jack with a power button. The 3-megapixel camera back here, of course. You see the 3 denoting that. And on this side you have the volume control rocker right there. No dedicated camera shutter button. That's okay. And all these guys are running Moto Blur, so that's about the same. It's pretty much the same setup on all these phones. And again, with this guy, we've got, this guy doesn't actually have a hot swappable micro SD card slot, but it is right there, right next to the SIM card, of course. And of course bundled with a 16GB card slot. And that's a quick little look at the Motorola Flipout, Flipside, and Bravo.